Coming up, AAA has released their travel predictions for this coming season. Find out what to expect with Thanksgiving fast approaching.
Plus, there's a new sales tax for products bought online, and it may change how much you choose to purchase off the internet.
And the money put in many of the downtown Athens meters is going toward a cost you may not expect. Stay tuned to learn more.
From the University of Georgia, a student production from the Grady College of Journalism. This is GradyNewSource.
Good evening, I'm Vanessa Flores.
And I'm Court Van Wagner. Barrow County law enforcement is still searching for an escaped inmate. Ross Eugene Hilmo took off after work Monday in the Bethlehem area wearing his orange jumpsuit. He was serving time for distributing narcotics. Barrow County Sheriff Judd Smith said he may be in different clothes now. He is described as a white male in his 20s, about 5'10" and roughly 180 pounds. He has brown hair and a slight beard. If you have any information, please call 911 or the Barrow County Sheriff's Office.
It's been 2 weeks since a tree branch fell on 2-year-old Trip Halstead outside of his Barrow County daycare. Just yesterday, he suffered a collapsed lung and had to have his breathing tube replaced. As he continues to fight, the community is working hard to show support to Trip and his family. Reporter Brittany Denny is live in the newsroom with more.
That's right, Vanessa. It's as easy as buying a meal at Zaxby's. 10% of all sales will go directly to Trip's family. But it isn't just the Winder community that is stepping up to lend a hand. The boy's story is touching lives in Winder and beyond. Michelle Morgan drove all the way from Athens. She says mothers can relate.
I have a baby on the way, and I just kind of put myself in the shoes of the mother and the father, and you know, it really hit home.
And others empathize with the family.
It's a hard thing when it's a child.
They're coming from different places and different backgrounds, but they are all here for the same reason.
We really wanted to come and show our support.
And it's not just Zaxby's.
Dairy Queen has done one, I believe it was last Thursday, they did theirs. And then McDonald's, they're doing one on Thursday.
As Trip continues to fight, his community is uniting behind him.
So we hope he gets better.
The McDonald's in Winder will be hosting their fundraiser for Trip this Thursday. Live in the newsroom, I'm Brittany Denny.
Thanks, Brittany.
The Georgia sales tax is now affecting online business due to change in the state's tax code. Both online shoppers and retailers might not know what this means for them. Reporter Iris Garrett is live in the studio to explain how this change could affect you. Iris, how could this influence online shopping?
Well, Court, as Black Friday approaches, many people won't be shopping at traditional businesses for their holiday purchases, but instead going with internet retailers. But the new online sales tax may cause a price increase at the checkout.
UGA Business Management Senior Adeline Bargeron is part of a large group of consumers who prefers to shop online rather than go to an actual store. The search for the best prices sometimes leads shoppers like her to various websites.
Actually, I shop on eBay. I love shopping on Forever 21's website, Amazon.
Consumers like Adeline choose to shop on sites like Forever21.com. They pay tax on their items, whereas if they go to Amazon.com, they don't. Websites for retailers that also have actual stores in the state of Georgia have always collected sales tax from customers. Before October 1st, shoppers on sites like Amazon have avoided paying the 8% state sales tax.
Before this law was passed, companies were only required to remit sales taxes to the state of Georgia if they had a physical presence in the state. And now the definition of physical presence has been expanded.
The main goal of this tax is to collect revenue that wasn't previously collected before. When shoppers go to sites like Amazon.com, they aren't charged any tax. The state wants to stop this.
Going to be millions of dollars that could help the state of Georgia.
This early in the game, it is difficult to predict how shoppers will react to the tax addition to their online shopping carts. Adeline says she will continue her weekly spending habits and look for the internet's best deals.
I am going to continue shopping online, for sure.
WXIA-TV says that Georgia shoppers will pay an 8% sales tax on online purchases with this law in place. Georgia is now the 10th state to change its tax code to include online purchases. Live in the studio, I'm Iris Garrett.
Thanks, Iris.
Speaking of the holidays, AAA announced its yearly travel report today. The club predicts more than 40 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles from home, up 0.7% from last year. Since gas prices are predicted to decrease, AAA president believes more people will visit their family members this holiday season.
People are still paying attention to what they're spending. When it comes to making choices, carving turkey with family and friends still trumps pinching pennies.
Even with overall travel increasing for this year, AAA predicts that air travel will decline.
The university's OASIS program is officially getting replaced by Connect UGA. The new system should be up and running by 2015. The Connect UGA will be where students can find admissions information, financial aid, and student accounts, course registration, advising, and grade reporting. The OASIS system has been in place for 30 years, and some people feel it's time for an update. The Red and Black reports the system update is expected to cost $15 million and about $1 million per year for annual maintenance.
And the money spent by universities is not going unnoticed. The Georgia Board of Regents met today in Atlanta to address the soaring debt universities have, primarily from building additional facilities on campus. The system's 35 colleges and universities have piled up around $3.6 billion in debt over the past several years. The board decided on 3 new policies which aim to save students money. They also amend a 4th regarding plans requiring students to live on campus.
And the red parking.
It's the second straight year Georgia's made it to the SEC championship, but before they get to Atlanta, the Bulldogs must focus on this weekend's matchup against Georgia Southern.
We're just now focusing on Georgia Southern, obviously, and we better, because it's going to be a tremendous challenge to deal with the type of offense that they run.
Coach Rick isn't the only one worried about Southern's triple option offense. Quarterback Aaron Murray says even though they're an FCS school, the Eagles aren't a team that should be taken lightly.
I mean, they're athletic, very athletic. I mean, they're a great team. They play with a lot of confidence. I mean, they've won numerous championships. They're having an extremely a great season right now, and really, you know, offenses don't really have too many chances to score against them.
The 5th-ranked Bulldogs take on 8-2 Georgia Southern here in Athens this weekend at 1:30 on Saturday. The road to the Dome for another Georgia football team begins on Friday as the Georgia High School football playoffs get underway. The North Oconee High School Titans are coming off a regular season finish with a 9-1 record. Regular season success is familiar to the Titans. North Oconee has made it to the playoffs the past 3 seasons, but have not been able to get past the second round. Coach Terry Tooley talks about getting over that playoff hump.
As you prepare and all, you've got a goal, and every kid's dream, I think, of high school football is to play at the Dome, the Georgia Dome, is sort of the prize, and certainly win a state championship. And normally it's into the second round, but never gotten past the second round. But this year, again, that was our goal to start with, is let's get past that second round. Let's get into the rarefied air. Let's get to the third. And
North Oconee plays the 6-4 Ringgold Tigers at North Oconee High School this Friday at 7:30. Clark Central High School is also hoping to make a deep playoff run, taking on East Paulding in their first-round matchup. The Georgia men's basketball team is looking to bounce back after a surprising loss last night. Sophomore Contavious Caldwell-Pope scored a career-high 27 points, but the Georgia Bulldogs suffered their first loss of the season, falling 68-56 to Youngstown State. Youngstown State opened the game on an 8-0 run. Georgia struggled on offense, committing 15 turnovers, with 11 of those coming in the first half. Caldwell-Pope was the only Bulldog to score in double figures. He added 5 3-pointers, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. The Bulldogs now have a record season of 1-1. Georgia's next game is against Southern Miss this Thursday at home at 8 p.m. So, Vanessa, are you going to make it to the game this weekend?
I'm probably not. Probably just going home. You know, the holidays are coming up.
Early for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm very excited to see my boyfriend.
Do you have any Black Friday shopping planned?
Yeah, I definitely want to get some new pairs of shoes.
Oh, you get up early. Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be watching the game this weekend.
Goodbye.
I'm Erin McGonigal. Robert Pattinson says he's getting his life back. Ladies, we'll tell you where the movie star won't be. GradyNewSource will be right back.
In the small town of Elmira,